Hello, my name is Critical Magno, and here we only hit critical hits and mortify your enemies. God, what am I talking about? Oh, this is such a mess already. Welcome. My name is Critical Magno, and I'm proud to present you with the Viking tutorial. Now, you may know me as the player that said this.
Don't tango with the mango. I got you. No, I didn't.
Was that a catchphrase?
Or just as an extremely chaotic player in the Broken Edge community. Either way, I'm here to show you the roots of Viking, being your new or advanced. This is a guide to help you along the way to start your journey as a Viking. Now, on the surface, Vikings are a pretty straightforward class. It's not super difficult in my opinion, it only really focuses on cut, as long as you have the Awaken down. So, let's start from the beginning to make sure your knowledge on Viking is up to date, shall we? So, you load into the dojo and see multiple candles in front of you. What do? Well, select the one on your far left that says Basic Combat. Go through this tutorial. Now, it will show you the basic awakening for Viking, which in short is just pointing your blade at the enemy for a certain amount of time. Pretty simple, no? After this, finish off the tutorials from far left all the way to the right until you reach training. Done yet? Good. So, let's say you head into a match and all of a sudden your awakening won't work. Why? Most of the time, I'll see players not holding their sword in front of themselves for a long enough period of time. Now, a tutorial will tell you this, but it doesn't. I have no clue, don't ask me. The time I found it to be is around 1 to 3 seconds, which is not super long. Then you can proceed to start going behind your back. Another thing, while going behind your back, if you're not going far enough back, your awaken will disappear. So make sure you're reaching far enough back, so it will work. Staying behind your back can also kill the awaken, so have a cycle of going behind your back to in front of you. Wow, what a mouthful. Hopefully you got all that. Now, just in case the in-game tutorial didn't show you the abilities well enough, I will break them down quickly. Let's start with the first one, Edgebreaker. Hold your hands in front of you like such and rotate the hand with the shield inwards towards your sword. This should activate your Edgebreaker as shown here. Ward. Put both hands above your head like you're trying to touch the sky and then drop them directly in front of your chest. This should pop with Ward. Second Wind. This one's a little tricky. Put the shield slightly above your forehead like an umbrella and your sword near your stomach slightly angled. Now, drop the shield in front of you and your sword out to your side. To finish it off, put your sword across your shield to finish the art. You've successfully done your second wind. Alrighty, that should be all the basics for Viking blade arts. This is just a brief breakdown of the art, so if you're looking for more of an explanation on this topic, you should totally check out Danny Brick on YouTube. He's a Broken Edge mod that made a full beginner tutorial that explains this topic in more depth. I'll be leaving a link to his channel in the description, so definitely go check him out after this video if you're needing more help. Now, let's move on to something more advanced techniques that I've learned throughout my playtime. Before we move forwards, these tips are going to go by pretty quickly, so if you need to go back at any point, don't hesitate to do so. Throughout my time on Broken Edge, I have learned a few little tricks with Viking along the way. As of now, there are 3 blades for Viking to choose from. Well, more like 2. No, honestly, the legacy one is pretty useless. It has 150 awaken, which is less than main, and the only upside for it is its speed. That's it. Main is simply spear in every other way. To break down the 2 blades, main is a much quicker and easier version of Viking that has less of a punishment when messing up. Meaning it's a good place to start if you're trying Viking for the first time. It is in no way worse than Legendary, but it is definitely good in its own way. On the other hand, Legendary is more punishing. If you don't go far enough behind your back, it'll drop your Awaken completely, so if you're going to switch, be sure you're confident with the Awaken on Viking. Legendary is a slower Viking, but it offers more Awaken, a whopping 175 to be exact, which is a great amount. This class's Legendary does not offer extra length like some of the others do. Viking is a very cut-oriented class, meaning it benefits more from getting cut instead of winning Awaken. There are quite a lot of classes out Awakening, so it's just best to focus getting cut than to play to your Awaken. Personally, I enjoy Legendary the most, but the choice is up to you. Now, Viking has this silly little thing you can do, which is quite good to get a kill. Point your sword at the enemy. Now, I want you to try and get rid of that Awaken by flailing your hand around. Notice how hard it is to get rid of it? That's perfect for flaking and getting a quick stab on your enemy when it's needed. Now, for this part, I needed some help to show this tech, so I brought a good friend of mine known as GG No Rematch. Hello. GG, hello. Hello! Wake the fuck up! God damn.
Disconnected.
Oh, okay, I'm making a Viking tutorial, alright? I need help with like some gameplay and stuff. Can you do that?
Going to ranked.
Pardon? Going ranked? because it's something very specific, and it just would work better. And anyways, after peacefully asking for his help, he consentingly helped me. Yes, you're getting on. No, you know what? You don't have a choice in this. You're getting on. You're getting on. Okay? You're getting on.
What is, why?
Shut the fuck up. You know what? I'm not even asking anymore. I'm now demanding. I'm forcing you. I'm enslaving you to get on. Okay? Get on. Get on.
Tell me why. I'm gonna get on. Just tell me why.
Yeah, you have no choice in this. If you don't get on, I will stop feeding your family. Anyways, let's welcome GG No Rematch and thank him for coming to help me with the tutorial by his own will. So a recent strat I've been using is when you're in a bad spot and a pirate is using their edge breaker. I've been warding up and then dashing at them with just my shield. This is only really strong when the pirate's health bar is broken, not at the beginning of the game. So try to save your ward as long as you can against the pirate. Viking actually has no losing or winning matchups at the moment, which may sound bad, but it's actually good, because it means all your fights are completely skill based. So it's your own fault if you're losing. If you're struggling with your axes, try coming from the sides of their body or the bottom. That seems to work the best for me right now. Quick drawing seems to be predictable, so try to do when it's least expected. Viking's weakest point is his predictability. When a blade is always coming from behind you to the front of your body, it becomes pretty easy to read where your blade is going. Try doing some different angles of going behind your back, maybe behind your head, or in a spinning motion on your side to throw off your opponent. The more you're confusing your moves, the easier it will be to get a stab or a hill shot. Though try not to get too fancy, because if you do, it may end up getting you stabbed when you least expect it. And finally, most of all, as a Viking, under the instruction of the infamous Critical Magno, myself, you gotta be hitting some boogies on your enemies. This is a skill that you must start to do after watching this tutorial, or I won't let you leave here. So yeah, practice tip the most if you like your freedom. And that concludes the Viking tutorial. I hope you found this guide helpful. I put many hours into it. This was actually my first video that wasn't an edit or a montage. I'd appreciate the support or feedback to help me improve later videos similar to this. As talked about earlier, if you're looking for a more in-depth guide on the entire game, you should totally check out Danny Brick. Again, his link will be down below. Oh, and thanks to GG for the gameplay and the recorded call. It really made the tutorial have some humor. GG's YouTube will also be below, which has a little bit of some gameplay. Either way, I think he deserves some support for the work he put in. This has been Critical Magno. You better come back for the next video. I swear, if you don't come...